description. Well, welcome. Welcome to the first live stream call-in show. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. Yes, I've been having some difficult time getting the link to work for people to call in, but what are you going to do? It says live in 23 hours. Nope, sorry. I didn't mean that. We're live tonight. So, June 26th. Well, you know, what are you going to do? What's today's date? I don't even know. 25th, sorry. Mistake. Anyway, shout out to y'all for being here. Listen, here's the thing. I'm going to put the link. You see it now? Okay, fantastic. So the link now that I'm sending to everybody, the link that you should see is in the description. My link is in the description. So if you see the link to call into the show in the description, that's how you're going to get in. Because apparently, it looks great. Fantastic. Let me go in on a topic. Welcome to the first stream. Let's get to it. Before we take call-ins, which I'm going to take in a second, at the top. Let's go. Top. We got to understand a couple things. Most people limit their own possibilities of meeting somebody else for a variety of reasons. You already know my call-in show. If you've been a part of my call-in show, you understand what I mean. You hear it firsthand. You hear all the limitations people give to themselves. Not shit, well, I don't give it to them. They give it to them. And because of that, they hear it through their friends. They're on social fucking media, surfing the fucking internet like a fucking, who knows? We got problems. Anytime somebody says, oh, I heard so-and-so, say, I already know, you're done. You haven't, you need to live your dating experience. This isn't about absorbing it, trying to understand it better through everybody else's lens. This isn't about everybody else. It's about you. It's about you, pal. And you need to do it yourself. Stop relying on Becca or Teresa or whoever to try and navigate your dating experience. And guys, for those that called in, it says device is not detected. I don't know why, but it does. I see Mary and I see Jenna. Jenna, I see device not detected. I don't know why. So I appreciate that. So here we are. People have difficulty in dating because they follow too many rules. They look at too many people's lives. They're trying to understand what they did and how they did it wrong. And for whatever reason, they can't seem to get it. I'd have to turn off my... All right, I see you, Dottie. Parable. I'm going to get you in a second. Jenna, now I see you. Mary, I see a device not connected, but can you try again? I'm here. So, oh, Dottie, you wanted to bounce. Okay. So here's the thing, right? We're aggregating shit from too many people. This is not a crowdsource. You got to learn to work on it yourself. This is a call-in show. Now, guys, if you want to call in to the show, this is the first of many shows. The first of many shows means you see the link. You can call into the show. I'm going to put you up. We're going to talk just like we do on TikTok. But it's going to be a little bit different over here. Why is it different? Because I'm talking to you here directly. Because it's a little bit different. It's going to come off different. You're going to have a different tone, different tonality, different energy. As you should, by the way. So, Jenna, I see you. I'm about to add you in. Are you ready, Jenna? Somebody said, Benny, someone was created a fake account pretending to be you on TikTok. Pfft. Welcome to the club. Tell them to welcome to the club. How many people will try to fake my shit on TikTok and try to create a fucking account? You're done. They all do it. They all try to scam you. Don't fall for scammers. You fall for scammers all the time because deep down in your heart, you love scamming. No, of course not. The point is, of course, it's not me. I have one account on TikTok, Benny Inc. I have one account on Instagram, Benny Inc. I have one account on YouTube, Benny TV. You know the deal. Come on. Jenna, I'm going to get you in. Now, Jenna, are you ready? We're going to get our first call in right now. Jenna, you ready to hop on the first call? All right. Let's do it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Jenna, I can hear you. How you
Hi,
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yes.
What are you doing in Malaysia?
I work here.
Fantastic. You born there?
I am. I was born and raised here, but I studied abroad for about 5 years.
Fantastic. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26, Malaysia. Okay, what you
Yes.
got for us, Jenna? Hit us.
Yeah, so I met this guy at my gym about 2 months ago. And in the beginning, we kind of just had a few conversations in person at the gym whenever we bumped into each other. And he asked me out recently, earlier this month. We've been on about 3, 4 dates. It's been going well. Nothing intimate has happened yet, just a kiss here and there.
Mm.
But he wants to go on a trip together this coming July. And it sounds nice, but I'm a bit, I guess, a bit worried that it's moving a bit too fast. He's also a bit older than what I'm generally used to dating, but I do like the pace that things are going on right now.
What's the pace you like?
It's a lot slower, which I find a bit refreshing because in the past, usually I feel like guys were a bit too eager to kind of just go ahead and sleep together. And I've also been single for about almost 3 years now since my last long term relationship. I've dated on and off before, but nothing that really went long term. So this one, I am liking how things are going, and he's a really nice guy. I enjoy his company, so I also don't really want to mess things up, so to speak.
Got you. Let's recap, shall we?
Yep,
How old is he?
he is 38 actually, so he is older.
He's 38. All right, what does he do?
He owns his own company here in Malaysia as well,
He
but
owns his own
he's
company.
yeah, he's French
All
by
right,
nationality.
fantastic. You guys have seen each other how many times?
Um, Proper official dates about 4 times, so about once a week. But we've known each other for about 2 to 3 months, just casually at the gym. Hi, bye, friends, conversations
All
here
right,
and
and
there.
you guys only just kiss. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Only kissies.
Yeah, that's it so
All
far.
right, how'd you like it?
I like it. I think I don't feel like the butterflies and the nervousness, but I'm actually really enjoying that because I think it means that my nervous system isn't spiked up or in overdrive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you like about him?
What do I like about him? I think
Yeah.
he's really attentive. He's really interesting as well because he's been traveling a lot. He works abroad a lot. He's very worldly and he's very patient and considerate. He always opens the door for me, pulls my chair for me, even when he's eaten, he just gets lunches for me sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
All right, what's the issue with him?
I don't really see an issue, but I think I'm just a bit afraid that this trip is coming too fast.
Now, hold on a second. He suggested a trip.
Yeah, he did.
Where'd he suggest to go?
So it's an island here in Malaysia as well. He wants to go for about 3 nights together.
How far does he live from you?
Not far at all. Like about a
Okay.
10-minute drive.
All right. So you guys have seen each other. You've seen each other 4 times. He wants to go on a trip, 3 nights.
Mm,
All right. It does seem a little fast, but
hmm
okay. You're in Malaysia. He's in Malaysia. I'm not fully against it.
hmm
I'm not fully against it, and I have my
Okay.
reasons for so.
All right. I would like to know your
Yeah, I'll tell
reasons.
you why. Number one, let me tell you something. I'll tell you tell you why I'm not fully against it. I can understand why you feel it can go fast. I'm not saying go fast physical because that's not necessarily a fact of
Mm,
going away together.
yeah.
It might be a presumption, fair
Yeah.
presumption. I can understand that, but it's not a guarantee. And you don't have to do anything over there. You can let them know straight out the gate if you'd like to.
Mm,
But here's the thing, right? I say this matters for a reason. It matters because you've seen his intent, you've seen his character over the last couple months. So you know, you don't know anything, but you're assuming He's only tried to kiss you. Has he tried to bring you home?
Um, I've been over to his place, but I
Did he
went
make a
over
move
to.
on you? Did he make a move on you?
No, because I went to his place because we were meeting his friends.
Okay, so he never really made like a real move on you.
No.
Okay. So you're going away. How far away did he suggest to go? And you said yes, by the way.
I said I will have to think about it for a bit because it is still a ways away, and he was okay with me taking my time
Wait, a
to.
ways. When is it again? When is it?
He wants to go mid-July,
Mid
so in
July.
like 3 weeks ish.
Okay. Are you against it?
I'm not against it because I think it would be a nice opportunity to kind of get to know each other a little bit better.
Well,
Because
thank you. There's
yeah,
my point.
yeah,
Now, again, I'm not implying anything physical needs to
mm,
go on here. I'm just
yeah,
saying that sometimes,
hmm,
depending on what the people do and their lifestyles and everything else, getting away could be a good time to understand one another better.
yeah,
It doesn't have to involve what everybody thinks it's going to involve. Like, this is the
mm,
defense mechanism that everybody tends to have. Everybody tends to have a defense mechanism which tends to tell them, oh, but that means that this is going to happen, that's going to happen. It doesn't mean any of that. Now, you're drawing that meaning to it. Maybe it's possible if he's a good dude, which we don't know yet, but let's just say you assume he is. If he's a
mm,
good dude, that sometimes he just wants to get to know you out of the context in which he met you, out of the
yeah,
moment, and sometimes that's okay. It's just about if you're reading that and if you're okay with that. But let's be honest, he's 38, you're 26, you said, right?
yes,
Okay. So, listen, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, we're all grown adults. You want to make your
yeah,
decision? I think you should make your decision. I don't think that, I also don't think that living in fear among what could happen, all this other stuff, is worth a life living. Is a life
true.
worth living, should I say. So I'm not that stressed about that, personally, if I'm being honest with you.
Mm. Okay, I think
And now, by the way, I could tell you the opposite. I could say, oh, no, 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 don't do that.
true.
Don't do that. By the way, which every woman will tell you.
Yeah, fair enough. I am leaning towards going on the trip because again, it'd be nicer to see him in a light that's out of the gym and out of what we've
Uh,
talked about usually. So yeah, I am leaning more towards it, but I guess that apprehension is there just because it's been a while since I think I've been pursued more seriously.
Fair enough.
Mm,
And it's a fair apprehension to have. But from what you know about him, see, this is why assessing a dude's character is so important. You have to look at how he carries himself, how
mm,
respectful he is. If he's a good guy, generally speaking, you're never really going to know until you're involved in him
yep.
completely. And you have to see the signs and say, yes, I feel comfortable enough to do that with him because I want to get to know him better. It doesn't mean anything else.
Yeah.
It's not implied either, by the way. And the fact is, after 4 dates, you said 4 dates, correct?
Yep.
Let's be honest. 4 dates, he hasn't made a real move on you. Did he invite you over one of those days? I know you went over there to whatever for a moment for somebody to get picked up, but did he invite you over at night?
Uh yeah, so the times where I went over to meet his friends, it was at night, but I always went home and I didn't want to kind of overstay my welcome.
Okay. Did he ever say, "Hey, you about to go home? You want to come over?"
Yeah, so sometimes after work, he would text me and be like, "Oh, if you're free after work, tonight would you like to come over?" and things like that. But I've always just had a pretty busy schedule, so yeah, that's also why nothing has happened.
Okay. So I understand why you're apprehensive, but by the way, if you are hesitant and if you do not want to go to that level, let's call
Yeah,
it, you can say that. You know that, right?
mm, yeah,
Are you willing to say that?
yeah, I think so.
Now, you could change your mind.
Mm,
And by the way, it's not that big of a deal if you do.
true. That's
So let's
reassuring.
just call a spade here. Okay, so what? It's not that
Yeah,
big of a deal if you do. You're a grown ass adult. And by the way, if you feel like you want to, you should be able to do what you want. So
yeah,
don't let buddies shame you. We have shame culture here.
true.
It's a
Yeah.
very popular thing. Shaming you for doing anything that you might have wanted to do and then say, "Oh, but now here it ends." Don't listen to the nonsense.
Mm,
I would say you should go on it. If you're hesitant on it getting physical, you can let them know straight ahead of the time. You get to let them know. You say, "Hey, listen,
mm,
I do want to go, and I am halfway committed in my mind. But let me tell you my hesitation. My hesitation is essentially that I kind of feel like it leads way to getting to the next phase, and I just don't know if I'm ready for that. And I want to
Mm,
see if you can respect that before I make my decision.
mm.
Damn, that sounded good coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful. And even I think when we started seeing each other, I did tell him that I would like to take things a bit slower, and he's been pretty respectful of that, all things considered.
Good,
So
good.
yeah, I think
Well,
yeah, I
very
think
good.
yeah.
There you go. That's all you got to do. Listen, I'm not against going. I think you should actually go, especially if he's a dude you actually like. I don't want you to waste this opportunity for yourself.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I will go actually.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
good,
you.
good.
This.
As long as you set the expectations for yourself,
Yeah.
that's important. Don't do without doing that. That's important. You got to set that up,
Mm,
which means that I don't need to do this, but I'm just trying to get to know him, and you're
mm.
gonna see how he acts, and you're gonna get to make your call. But you got a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I think, and I think we will be seeing each other during that time before the trip anyway. So
Oh yeah, you will. Oh yeah, you will. All
okay,
right.
thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Jenna. Shout out to Jenna. Shout out to Jenna, y'all. Give Jenna some love. Give Jenna some love in the chat. How much have I missed, guys? Let me tell everybody over here, guys. I'm on YouTube right now. Benny TV on YouTube. Benny Hart, Benny TV. Search it up. The link is in my bio. If you want to come over, this is where I'm doing my show tonight. I might alternate nights. I might do Monday YouTube, Tuesday TikTok, and everything else. But this is where I'm going to do it tonight. If you want to call in, come to my YouTube, and you can hit the link in my description. It's there. If you want to call in, feel free to. You don't like this. Mary Guida. We can hear the call and more on YouTube. Yeah, you won't cheat on TikTok. B1, I'm sick of your ass. All right, let's get going, guys. Here's the thing: if you want to call into the stream, you got to hit the link in my bio. That's how to get it done. That's how we do this thing. You know that. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing now because I like the format. Actually, I like the horizontal. I'm sick of the vertical. I've done vertical for too long. Love this angle more. I'm done with you too. Peanut. Who's Tab? Come on, Tab. I'll get you in.
Hi.
Tab.
Hello. Can you hear me?
What's your real name?
Okay, so I'm Middle Eastern and my full name is Tabarak.
Tabata. Shout out to Tabata.
All right,
Tabata, what's going on?
I've got a story for you. To cut it
Uh-oh.
short, I
Well, hold
have
on, Tabata. Before you tell the story,
yes.
we have to know where you're calling from.
I'm calling from North Carolina.
North Carolina. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Love it. Now we can go into it. Go ahead.
Okay. So I have been on 4 dates with this one guy. And so far, like I have just been waiting for the ball to kind of drop. He has been amazing, very intentional, probably the most respectful guy I have ever dated in my entire life.
Wait, how old is he, you said?
He is 23.
23. You're 25?
I'm 25,
Okay,
yes.
go ahead.
And so we've been on 4 amazing dates. There was intention on going on another date, and he had told me that he was going on this trip where he was going to be busy just studying. And so he just graduated nursing school and he's about to take his board exams for nursing school. So he had told me ahead of time that he was going to be busy, locking in, studying, whatever. So I don't hear from him for about a week. And he is kind of the type of guy that's not usually on his phone. He doesn't use social media. Every date that I've been on with him, like I've never seen him pull out his phone and be on his phone or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I kind of like gave him some grace. Also, we're not the type that text 24/7. I work in healthcare too. I'm also busy, but we usually have like our at least like daily check-ins either at the end of the day or throughout the day. So anyway, that week he went completely ghost, never texted me or anything. I assumed I was being ghosted. yesterday I didn't reach out. He didn't reach out. So yesterday he sent me this message saying, "Hey, you've been on my mind. I'm so sorry. I've been MIA. I just haven't been feeling great. And I've been like kind of isolating myself from everyone and everything." And I had told him that I have a trip this weekend. So he was like, "I hope you have a great trip and I hope you're doing well." So today I kind of texted him and was like, "Hey, I hope you're feeling better. I don't love being left in the dark. Wasn't really sure what to make of the silence. I can maybe understand if this is like a one time thing, but yeah, like I just don't like being ghosted, basically." And he replied to me and he was like, "I completely understand. I'm so sorry for leaving you hanging." And that was really it. I haven't replied to him because I just don't know how to go about the situation.
What's the last thing he said?
He said, "I understand. And I'm really sorry." He said, "I apologize for leaving you hanging," because I had told him that I wasn't sure what to make of his
Okay.
silence.
And that was
So,
it. Just I apologize for making you wait.
yeah, he said, "I completely understand and I really apologize for leaving you hanging."
And then what?
And then nothing. I didn't reply to it yet, and he didn't say anything else.
All right. Let's go back to the basics. How long you been
hmm
seeing this guy again?
I have been seeing him since May, literally May 1st.
May 1st.
Yes. And we've been on 4 dates.
All right.
We were supposed to go on a date this week, but my schedule was hectic, his was hectic, and then like this whole ghosting thing happened. So
Here's the thing. He just got out of college.
yeah, he just graduated and he is right now studying for his board exams.
What's he studying for, you said?
Nursing. He's a nurse.
All right. What do you do, by the way? What area are you in? You don't have to tell me exactly.
I'm a pharmacist.
Okay. So, ladies, I'm going to be honest with you. Here's the issue. Let me give you prime example, Exhibit A, of what I mean. Now, not all the time, but many times. In general, I will tell you, this is the typical issue with dating guys younger than you when you are young. It's not that they don't like you. It's not that they don't want to be around your presence. Sometimes these guys around, just being honest, especially when you are 25 or 26 and you're dating a dude that's 22 or 23. Now, I know he's 23 and you're 25. I get it. But the point being is that he just gets out of college. He might not have the oomph to keep this momentum going. Meaning, he's probably broke. I'm not giving that a reason for why he might say, but it's one of many. It's definitely one of many, no question about that one. He's more than likely broke, doesn't want to keep doing this whole thing, feeding into the beast that he doesn't know. He's like, all right, what are we doing here? This is why guys, many guys, by the way, between 22 and 26, specifically those age ranges, are just trying to get into the workforce. Not all, but many. So if he's responding the way he is, that's telling me that yes, he likes you, but he's hesitant on making it happen. Why is he not hesitant on making it happen? I'm going to tell you one thing. Being broke is one of those reasons. Doesn't mean it's the only reason. I said it's definitely one of them. I don't care if his family came from money or not. Push it to the side. It's a lack of purpose most of the time. So I can understand where you're coming from, and it's aggravating. I can understand that too. But the move is, what is the move now? Now you're left in a place where you say, okay, well, what am I going to do now? He hasn't responded. I'm not going to respond. I don't know what I'm going to say to him. Here's the reality of what I think you should say. Hey, listen, if you're not in the place to date for something a little more intentional, I can understand that, and you can let me know, no problems at all. I appreciate it. I respect it. If you tell him that right now, you will get the truth out of him. He will say, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. That was very nice of you to say. Or he's going to say, no, you got that wrong. Let me make it up to you. I'm sorry. Those are the two answers you're going to get. But at least you're going to find out the truth.
Yeah, okay.
I would never steer you. I'm telling you right now, you will find out real quick. If you worded it the way I just worded it, you will find out quick.
Okay. I'm actually going to write it down.
Oh, you want to write it down?
I do. By the way, like I've been watching your videos for a long time and I love your advice. So It's important to me what you think. Okay, if you don't mind telling me that one more time.
Sure, no problem. So, what I'm saying is,
Mm-hmm.
what you should say is, hey, listen, if you're not in the place to date or to take this to the next place, or if you're not in that area or headspace, no worries at all. Maybe this isn't for us at the moment. No
Okay.
pressure. Now, when you do this, you come at people like this, anybody, by the way, this is just one-on-one. You come at people like this and you give them their own out that they may ask for or may not.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see how they really feel about you. Because at the end of the day, I'm a guy. Anytime a girl has told me, hey, listen, if they come at it from the place of, if this is not for you, no worries at all. Where there's no risk in me telling her, yeah, I'm not ready for that. Then I can tell her the truth. But if not, if I know you're going to blow up or make me feel like whatever, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you where he's at 22 or 23, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, give him the out. Say, hey, listen, if this is not where you're at, no problem. But it's just not something that I would be looking for now. But, no worries if it is. If it's not the time for you. And he's going to say one of two things. He's going to say, number one, hey, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Maybe it isn't the best time. And you're going to find that out real quick. Or number two, he's going to say, you know what? I'm really sorry. You're right. I want to make it up to you.
Okay.
He's saying one of those two things.
And I don't know like if this changes anything, but he has told, so I met his sister and he has told, so he has two sisters and he's told both of his sisters about me. And I actually met one of them.
Okay.
So
Well,
I don't.
you only been in 4 dates in. That's fine to meet one of his sisters. That doesn't mean really anything.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It means that she's vetting you.
Okay. I just
That's all
like,
that means. It means
okay.
she's vetting you.
Yeah. I will say those exact words. I was honestly like, I didn't know what to say. Like my coping mechanism is usually like just ghost and move on with your life, but because he has been so great so far, part of me does want to give him some grace.
Yeah, and you are giving him grace. By the way, I just said, that's giving him grace. Saying, hey, listen, if this is not where your head's at, you got a lot going on, I can understand, but that's just maybe not where I'm at, and I can respect that if that's not where you're at. That's how you do that. That's giving him grace.
Sounds good to me.
All right. All right.
That's
Shout out
perfect.
to you, Tab. Much love to you, girl. Shout out to Tab. Shout out to Tab. By the way, I don't know why my other thing, guys. Everybody on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. Go to my YouTube, Benny TV. It's in my link in my bio. I'm doing my calls on YouTube. People are calling in. We're having a good time over here. We're having a good time. So go to YouTube. Anybody want to put the thing in the chat? For whatever reason, I can't type in my TikTok. I don't know why, but it doesn't let me do. Anybody want to call in on YouTube? Hold on. Let me go fix my other camera. Hold on one second. Yeah. All right, we back. We back. Fantastic. Listen, I don't know why this camera went out. This one shouldn't have went out. We got problems. Oh no. We gotta work on it. All right, let's go. Yeah, you prefer vertical. Well, you know what, pal? Come over to YouTube. You call in. Listen, guys, if you want to call in, you call into the YouTube station right now. It's Benny TV. You're in their deal list. Now, I want to tell you ladies something. Part of your biggest problem, I ain't gonna lie to you, part of your biggest problem is communication. It doesn't mean everything needs to be communicated. It means you need to communicate things for what it is you want. And when you learn to communicate properly, you will either, one, get the best out of somebody, or you will understand the truth about them. And either one of those is what you're looking for. Either one of those is what you're looking for. You either get the truth out of it or you would get the best out of them. Which one? Which one you want? That's the way to do this. That's the way to do this. Guys, if you want to call into the stream, the link is in the description. The link is in the description. Yeah. The link's in the description. See that? It should be pinned. Actually. You see the link? Yep, you see it. Okay, good. Good. You see it. You see it. Benny's Vision over on YouTube. We support. Shout out to you, Heather. Shout out to Heather. We love a little Heather in our lives. Little Heather Tether. You're done. You know, listen. Everybody has different timing. Everybody has different things. You were in the call room. Oh, no worries, Austin. Shout out to you, guys. If you want to call in, you gotta hit that you gotta hit that that link. Hit the link. Call in. Hit the link. That's how you get in here. Let's do it. Let's call in. Boom. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Heather's a super fan. Well, shout out to Heather. That's why, because she makes it work. She does what she does. But on the side note, let me tell you something right now. Everything is about how you communicate the things you want. You will get, again, you either get the best out of them or you're going to get the truth. Which one you want? I prefer you. I actually think, I assume you want both, pal. You're going to get both. Kat, I see you in the chat. I'm going to get you in a second. Kat, I see you. You're next. Shout out to Kat. Shout out to Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat. Shout out to Kitty Cat, man. Come on. Purr that shit. Let's go. About to get you in here. But, side note, you already know what it is. Shout out to Andre. I see you in the chat. I went back to TikTok. YouTube has a fireplace. Yeah, YouTube does have a fireplace. Why are you in TikTok? You see the link. If you see the link and you want to call in, hit the link and you will get into the green room. All right, Kitty Cat, let's go. Kitty Cat.
Oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Cat, what's going on?
Let's pray to God that nobody recognizes me.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good. What's going on, Cat? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from DC.
DC. Calling from DC. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Okay, what you got for us?
Yeah, so I've been seeing this guy and I'm on dating apps and I've been single for a while. I know how eligible I am. And I know that I am, but I've been struggling like a lot to find somebody that I have like a genuine connection with. I've been seeing somebody off of the apps. Like this is the most time I've ever spent with somebody off of a dating app. But I'm struggling. Like he keeps fucking up and like making mistakes kind of.
What do you mean he's making mistakes?
Like basically he had seen that I had updated my Hinge profile pictures and I guess he got upset and like started swiping. And one of the girls that he swiped on, which he doesn't have time to be dating like this. Like I know he doesn't do it often, but one of the girls that he swiped on was one of my best friends. So now my whole like friend group kind of has this, like they don't like him. And we had a very earnest talk about it after that had happened.
How many dates you been on with him?
This is the thing. Like we have a date this weekend.
How many dates you been on with him?
Like 8.
8 dates.
Over the course of like 3 months because he was away for 5 weeks for work. And we have not kissed.
You have not kissed. 8 dates. 8 dates?
Yeah, my friends are really giving me shit for it.
What are they giving you shit about? What are they saying?
They're like, you're like leading him on. Like this is gonna be like bad karma. And I'm like, I don't think I'm leading him on. Like I'm just not ready. Like
Has he tried to kiss you?
one time he got like very drunk on our second date, and like tried to kiss me, and I pushed him away, and then we talked about it after, and he was like, I'm not gonna force anything on you. Like whenever you're ready, like I'll let it happen, but I'm not gonna like pressure you into anything.
Okay. When did he swipe on one of your friends?
This was maybe 3 weeks into dating. He sent me like 10 bouquets of flowers after like our second date because he was like, I don't want you to forget about me. Like I'm going away for like 5 weeks. And then he sent me all those flowers, and then he swiped on my friend.
When is he going away?
He already went away. He just got back.
He just got back.
And we've been hanging out like once or twice a week since.
All right. Let's be honest with ourselves. How much you like this guy?
I
1
don't
to 10.
know.
1 to 10. 10 being the most, 1 being the least.
He's not my typical type, but I do really like him.
That's my gut told me.
How did you know?
Because you haven't kissed him in 8 dates.
But can't he just like grow on me, and maybe I'll like want to later?
No, hold on a second. Has there been another guy you've been on 8 dates with and haven't kissed?
I can't tell you the last time like I've been on 8 dates with somebody.
I'm sure it's never happened. You told me it's happened?
No, I mean, I just don't even usually get that far with anybody. I don't really care to spend like that much time with anybody.
Yeah, but you go on dates on 1 date with a guy or 2 dates with a guy max, and you're kissing.
If he's like my type.
You wouldn't go. What do you mean your type? This guy's obviously your type. You keep talking to him. You're interested in him.
Like my physical type.
See, but part of what I'm saying too is that what seems to be the issue with him? Let's get to the point.
Like usually I date like, I guess, like people who have like a very nice in the face. And I don't feel like.
I'll let you finish that sentence. Go ahead.
Okay, like tall. I guess like maybe height is a thing for me. Is that terrible?
You have your preferences. I'm trying to understand what they are. Like, listen, you can say all these things, right? If I give you a piece of paper, everybody's going to want to say, every single girl is going to tell me exactly the same thing. So it doesn't really matter what your type is. You're everybody else's type too. Everybody's the same type. Okay. Tall, successful, charming, emotionally intelligent. They all have the same shit. The point is, I don't care about what everybody wants. It's the same checklist. I'm unconcerned with that. I'm concerned with the fact that you feel comfortable enough to pull this back and he keeps coming at you.
Really?
I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to understand what kind of guy would let this go and you're just like, and he sends you all these flowers. He's doing too much. And you're like, I don't know if he's my type yet. Like, let's wait and see. What are we eating and seeing? The point is you actually like him. He might not be your fuckboy material. That's where your confusion comes in. He might not be the F-boy that you might be used to being attracted to. That's going to F everything around him because that's what he can do. He's the guy that actually cares about you. And you're having a conflict of saying, I actually really like him because he's something I know I should like, but I'm not that turned on by him. He doesn't build up all the butterflies in my stomach that I should be with Tony to tango.
Yeah, right.
Because Tony's over here playing games, and I kind of like it, but I hate that I like it. Dirty. And this is, by the way, this is exactly why a lot of guys go bad. So a lot of women will get to a point. How old do you say? I'm sorry, again?
31.
31. So a lot of guys will get to a point where they do this with girls in their 20s. And they learn by the time they're 32 and 33. They say, I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to be the asshole because apparently they don't fuck with the other one. So I'm going to stop doing that. And then you get to the bad boys. And the bad boys are bad boys because they became bad boys. They didn't just like wake up. They became that for majority of them. because they realized the other shit didn't work. The flowers, the really nice, the saying, hey, I really think you're pretty. Oh, you're so sweet. Didn't help with the turn on. And I get the conflict here. This isn't even against you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that I can understand the conflict you have. The conflict being, I know something I should like, but for whatever reason, I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you feel?
Kind of, yeah.
And is there a little guilt, or you don't have any guilt?
Um,
I'm not even saying what the guilt is for. I'm just asking.
I guess I have a little bit of guilt, but not like too much because I feel like I've just been disrespected like so many times. I'm not.
Fair, but now you're with a guy who actually respects you and you disrespect him. I'm not talking about the kiss, by the way. I'm just talking about the way you described him.
Damn.
I could be wrong. I mean, everybody in the comment could tell me if I'm wrong, or they could tell you. But I'm telling you, I talk about this stuff all the time. I hear similar patterns. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like you want to like him, but for some reason you can't get there yet.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, why don't you break the barrier and see if you can get there? Kiss the
Okay.
dude.
Okay.
Kiss the
Yeah.
mother effer already. He's been doing all this shit, and then see. Give him a little gift and see if he does something and see if maybe there's something there. But you haven't given it an opportunity, in my opinion.
Right.
Because listen, I get your internal feelings. Most girls in that phase of life you're in are going to be attracted to the guys that don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
That act like they're interested in them, but really would never fuck with them. I'm sorry, would never mess with them like that long term.
Yeah.
What about him do you like?
He's very funny. He's very sweet. He really empowers me to like be kind of bigger and like more when I feel like my ex-boyfriends like really wanted me to be like less and smaller.
Okay. Are you attracted or interested in being less?
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Huh.
What?
Let me ask you a question. How old is he again?
He's 40.
He's 40. Oof, it makes it worse.
What?
It makes it worse that he's doing this at 40 and not at 25. But let's just say okay. Let's just say he said tomorrow, I said, you know what? This isn't worth it. I'm going to go find something that's worth it, but I wish you best of luck. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate our time together. How would you feel?
Oh my God, I would be so upset.
Why?
Because
Why would you
I thought
upset?
because I thought we were like working towards something.
You did? Huh. I just felt like the way you talked about him, you were kind of like, yeah, he's just not my type, and I don't really want to kiss him, and all the stuff you mentioned. What happened there?
I mean, he's not ugly. Like, he's cute.
Why haven't you kissed him? See, that's my point. 8 dates? I ain't gonna lie. Any dude at 40 is waiting around 8 dates to kiss a girl and send her flowers, hope to get a kiss. I mean, give me a break. Let's cut to the chase. And by the way, it mainly has to do with how he respects himself. Let's call a spade it. Now, I'm just saying this because I think it's important to note that yes, listen, he might be looking elsewhere because he might not be getting the reassurance from you that he's hoping for. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So I think you need to start acting if you like him, and if you don't, you don't. But I kind of feel like you want to. So I don't know why you're not giving it a real shot.
I feel like at this point, I'm like just now, especially because we've met on a dating app. Like I watch
What does that have to
all
do
of
with
your
it?
videos, Benny.
But
Like
I'm not a dating app person. I agree with you, Kat. But what does it have to do with the connection you already have with him? How you met at this point is kind of irrelevant.
because like without more context of like who he really is, like it's hard to really trust or.
Yeah, but
Like,
Kat, that comes with time. You've made out with dudes you've met on the first night.
yeah, but
What does
maybe
that
I
have
met
to
all
do
their
with anything?
friends
Trust.
and
What do you mean trust? What does that come with? What are you talking about?
like a connection.
So you need a connection to kiss him?
Yeah.
Have you not kissed guys before you went on one date with?
I mean, I have, but maybe we had physical attraction and nothing else, and
So
that's why I couldn't.
are you not physically attracted to this dude?
I am.
Okay. I'm just saying what I'm saying to you is if he actually pulled back a bit and stopped showing you all this right now, you might get a little more turned on by him because he's resemblance of what may be your traumas attached to.
So true. Oh my God.
But this is what guys learn is my point. And I'm just shocked at 40 he's like, this is my point. Is that if he was just like, you know what, I'm going to go date Rebecca over in the corner. And when you're ready to, if you want something more serious, okay, no problem, let's see. You'd be
Yeah.
like, well, wow, he has a backbone. He says no. He says, nah, I don't know if I'm ready. And I think once you get to that point, and maybe you're going to drive him to that point, I don't know, but you might be a little too comfortable with him. And this is not a blame for you, Kat. I'm on your team here. I'm with you. I'm talking to you because I'm on your team. I'm just saying, you kind of like him. I think you need to give him a real shot. I don't think you've given him a real shot yet.
I think that's fair.
Some people make you feel so safe that it's almost concerning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's that. I'm just saying in typical, sometimes, in general, sometimes what happens is that people make you feel so safe around them that they're so predictable and they're so in your face and they show so much interest. You almost say, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not liking what I'm supposed to like?
Yeah.
So I can understand where you're coming from. But I think at this point, at where you're at in your life, I think it's worth jumping, going into the water up to your knees, at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. Okay, I agree. I think I'm there. I think I'm.
Well, I think you need to act on it then. Because at some point, I don't know if it's soon, maybe it might be not that soon, but he may say, you know, I found somebody else. That's what I'm
Damn.
saying. And
That
it's
would be
possible
sad.
because, but it stems from the fact that you're not reciprocating. At least
Right.
I don't hear it from you. That's all I'm saying. I could be wrong, but I don't hear it.
Well, I give him the little chicken wing. I give him the little.
Okay, well, those are good. 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 We love a little chicken wing. Okay, he loves the chicken wing. He loves the Hannah hook. He loves the Hannah hook. So don't stop doing that. But make us, give him the kiss. Damn it.
Yeah.
Give him the kiss. And if you don't like it, you can say, you know what, I didn't feel nothing from that. And I've been hesitating. And okay, fine. Then you can call whatever you want to play you want to call next. But give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go up to the water up to my knees. I think that's a good
Yeah,
analogy.
go up to your knees at least. You know, I'm not asking you to dive in. I'm just saying go up to your knees.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
Okay,
Kat. I
thank
appreciate
you,
you calling
Benny.
in. Shout out
I'm
to
so
Kat.
happy to meet you. I've been watching you for so long.
It's such a pleasure for you to call in. Thank you for calling in, especially on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good luck.
Appreciate you, Kat. Shout out to Kat, by the way. Kat, see, here's the thing, right? Guys, everybody on TikTok, I told you I'm on YouTube, Benny TV. It's in my bio, literally in my bio. You go there, you can see the chat, you can call in here. So I'm just putting this on here because I want everybody, to know I'm there. But listen, here's the thing, right? The thing I appreciate about Kat that just called in that nobody on TikTok heard, but everybody on YouTube heard, is that I appreciate her vulnerability and her honesty. That's number one I cannot take away from nobody. I appreciate your honesty, your ability. Let me close this TikTok down. Guys, on TikTok, if you want to join the stream or call in or join it, go on my YouTube. It's live right now, Benny TV, Benny Hart, Benny TV. I'll see you out there. Here's the thing. What I appreciate about Kat, I think it was Kat, right? Maybe my mind's crazy today, but maybe it's... Anyway, what I appreciate about Kat... Sorry if my mic's loud. What I appreciate about Kat is that she's honest. That she came forward with it. She said, yeah, you know what? This is what it is. She wasn't lying. I didn't have to dig my nose like a little pup. I didn't have to dig my nose like a pup cup trying to look for it. No, she came out straight out the gate. Said, yes, this is what it is. I haven't kissed him in 8/8. I'm not really that attracted. I am attracted to him, but I don't know if I'm that attracted. She was honest. And I appreciate honesty more than anything else. So shout out to Kat. Because she can come in honestly. She can come in telling the truth. I'm not trying to inflate the truth here. Just be honest about it. And I appreciate that. So I F with Kat. I agree with the guy Shout out to Charlotte, because here's the thing. The thing I'm trying to tell you, ladies, is this. A guy that's willing to stay in that zone of blockade after blockade. This isn't necessarily, I'm not speaking against Kat. I'm saying situations like that. Whereas he's willing to stay there and do the most for somebody that's kind of like iffy out about him. You got to start questioning that. Because many guys would tell him, dude, you're in the friend zone. You need to bounce out of that. Go find somebody you actually fucking like. Sorry, effing. You actually really like. Find people that actually really like you. Because she is playing games with you. It ain't worth your time and the moolah. That's what they would tell him. She's honest, though. I appreciate Kat. She honest, though. She's honest as it can be. We love a little cat honesty. Allie and Leo. Mary, I also see you in here, too. Let me get you in a bit. Let me just... let me get people in here. Make sure we can get this. This is going to be a good stream, by the way. This is the first stream. First stream of many. I'm going to be doing these 3 times a week. 3 times a week, YouTube stream. 2 times a week, I'm going to try to do TikTok. I want to bring people over here. That's the point, right? Because I've been doing so many verticals, so many TikTok lives. I've been doing them for almost, feels like 2.5 years, basically. And I've learned a lot from them, but I need this interaction here. I need it to be more real, So shout out to you guys for being here. Thank you guys for your patience and being here with me and working with me on this and being involved in this chat and calling in. Everything else about it. Love it. So thank you for being here. We're just getting started. And, the Benny Hart Show is an interesting one because I've been trying to really get this thing going for a bit because I really want to make this a long form call-in shows. That's what I love. That's what I love. Shout out to Allie. You next, Leo. You're after Allie. Let's go, baby.
Hi, Benny.
Allie. Oh, where have you been, girl?
I know, right?
Let's get it. Where are you calling from, Allie?
I am from Santa Barbara, California.
Santa Barbara. I'm very familiar. All right, Santa Barbara. And how old are you?
35.
35. Let's get to it. What you got for us, Allie?
Okay, I'm going to make this long story as short as possible. But basically, I'm going through a divorce. But I left. We got separated over a year ago. It's been a while. He was, it was the whole narcissism, love bombing, whole situation thing. So I've done a lot of work on myself. I've done a lot of healing. I've read all the books. I've done a lot of work on myself. A little over a month ago, I met this guy, and he's great. He's amazing. Pacing has been perfect. We've been going on like 1 date a week. This week we saw each other twice. He's expressed a lot of interest in me, but there is just like one glaring problem that I don't know how to mentally get past, and I just need a little advice. Essentially, he's an only child raised by a single mom, and so they have a very special bond that I think is really, really tough for another woman to come into. And this last weekend, I met his mom, and she is very intense, very much the kind of mother that gets her way. And he is the kind of man that I can tell backs down to her. I do not know how to handle this situation because I really, really like him. He doesn't live with her, though. I will say that. She lives about 4 hours away down south, which is good. There's some distance there.
Okay. How old is he?
He's my age. We're 35.
35. Okay. How long would you get divorced, by the way?
It's been a little over a year.
Okay. So you've had a little bit of time.
Right.
Okay. And you met him how long ago?
A little over a month ago.
Oh, so how many dates you guys been on? How many times you guys seen each other?
We've been on like 6 dates so far.
Fantastic. What are you looking for out of dating now? Do you want something serious again, right? Because you just got out of a
Yes.
marriage.
Yes.
Okay. What's he looking for? Do you know?
He's looking for marriage as well. We've discussed it.
Okay. You discussed everything like that. Okay. Fantastic. Do you guys want kids?
Yes, we've discussed that as well. We haven't gotten into the logistics of how many or anything like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the mama's boy thing is something that is difficult thing, that puzzle to solve, especially you being a month in. Right now, if
Right.
you were 6, 7 months in, I would say might be a little bit of different scenarios where you can voice something more confidently. But
Hmm.
because you're a month in, it's really hard. Now,
Right.
give me at least 2 examples that you felt. Be like, hey, listen, he's more of a mama's boy, and it's difficult.
Um, well, for example, next week, 4th of July is coming up. I expressed wanting to spend that weekend with him, and he's basically said like, "Nope, I'm going to see my mom." And granted, I understand they probably already had those plans set up. I think it'd be more of a red flag if he canceled that for me at this point.
Okay.
Um, but I can definitely tell, like they were discussing it while I was at dinner with them this last weekend, and you could tell she was like, "Yep, he's spending the weekend with me." It was that kind of thing, and he had no say.
Okay. So that was the first thing you saw.
Yeah, I think that was the first one.
Is that mainly the only one you saw? I just want to be clear.
Um, I feel like there was something else, but it's
That's okay. I just,
not coming to
by the way,
mind.
that's a good one to point out.
Yeah,
But also understanding that you're a month in.
right,
So what you say, you can't really right now, right? And I can understand why you want to nip this in the bud, because mama's boys at 35 can become problems. And those things
right,
can get in the way of a relationship because he's trying to please and appease his mother as opposed to developing his own opinions and life outside of that. That's not controlled by that.
right.
Difficult task you have. But let me tell you something right now. When the time comes, hear me out. When the time comes, it's not now. Maybe, depending how fast this moves, in the next month and a half, 2 months. Just give it another month at least. How about that?
Okay,
Minimum two. Minimum two. Because if you start to see more signs, right? Like, by the way, this could be the only sign you see. And you can say, hey, okay, fine, I'll let that go.
right. True.
It's only been a month. Now, you see another month of this where he's like, oh, my mom told me I got to do this, I got to do this. Whatever it is. It
Mhm.
could be a number of different things. You sit him down and you say, hey, listen, I get the sense that your mom has more control over us than I would like it to have when I'm trying to get to know you and develop the next phase. And it's kind of getting in the way a bit. And I was really hesitant on saying this to you, but it's slightly bothering. I really don't know what to do about that. Now,
That's a good
I
way to put
hope that
it.
you do. And I want to see what your thoughts are. Because for me, I don't know how to interpret this. And this is very new for me. So if you could help me understand this and what you think we can do about that. That right there will get him to open up. Because when you say something, you say, I don't like the fact your mom's da 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 da, he will
Hmm.
get defensive.
Right,
He will say, you don't know shit about my family. That's not how my
right.
mom is. I just respect my mom a lot. Da, 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 da. He's going to say all these fucking things. But if you come at it in a way where you tell him, you say, hey, listen, this is what's going on. I'm really not sure about what to do about this. But I'm confident that you may be more sure. And I want to go to you first because I'm a little confused, and that's okay. But I need you to tell me how we can navigate this. Now, you tell him that, you will get the best out of him. You will get him to say, okay, let me take control of my own situation that's causing me problems in my relationship. It will not put him on the defense. See, this is what I was saying before. This is my original thesis at the beginning of the show. What I said at the beginning of the show is that how you communicate with the people in your life will dictate whether you get the best out of him or whether you get the truth. And either one of those is what you're looking for.
I like that.
And you will get the best out of him if you come at him that way.
Right.
Not, why's this going on? Why is she doing that? What does this mean? Why is she always controlling you? That will not get anything out of him. He will shut you off and he will
Hmm.
say, you don't know what you're talking about. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm telling you, that is the way to get the most.
Okay,
That's
I
what I
like
would do.
that.
But I
Yeah.
waited another month to do that because I do think it's important you to observe the patterns over the next 30 days.
Yeah,
Because it
I
is
agree.
early, and I know you guys are at the similar life, with the age
Yeah.
and phase. But I want you to observe it a bit more. And if it doubles down or if it does what you think it's going to do, then I would say in your own way, that I kind of laid it out, which I find more helpful than not.
I do too. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Allie. Thank you, Allie, for calling in. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Benny.
Thank you. Shout out to Allie. Shout out to Allie. Shout out to Allie. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now that might even be a clip because that's so real. See, there's a way to deal with people. People go through things. Everybody has these moments, but there's a way to deal with them. There's a way to communicate with them. There's a better way and a worse way. Not necessarily right or wrong. There's just better or worse. It's a spectrum. And when you can do it where you can let people be free, when you can let people feel like they can tell you the truth, that's the way. Now, this is not blaming victim here, but I'm going to tell you something very important. People generally tend to not lie when they don't feel like they need to. Now, not all cases, but in many cases. Many cases, not all. But hear me out. When you make them feel like they don't need to lie to you, they will generally be more honest with you. Yeah, some people are going to not like that one, but it is what it is. That's why I tell you the way you communicate is so much more important than what is said. It's how it's said. I never lie to you. All right. Guys, you already know. If you want to call into the stream, the link to call in is in the description of the video. Because apparently that was the only way to do it. Because I couldn't... Oh, did I pin it? Wait, where's my comment in the chat? I don't see my comment. Is my comment in the chat? What's your concerns with him? Yes, right. It's pinned. Okay, can you guys see the pinned link? That's good that you can. Okay, it's pinned at the bottom of the chat. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't see the pin at the bottom, but I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for being here and navigating the chat because I'm trying to get used to the YouTube thing. As you guys know, I'm not used to the YouTube thing. So, we're here. We're here, baby. Hello. Hello. Hello? Leo. Leo, baby, baby. Hello? Leo. Leo. Okay, I'm going to kick Leo out because we couldn't get Leo in. You think it's kind of mean. What's kind of mean? She needs to show his mom who's the boss. No, she doesn't. See, ladies, let me tell you something right now. You don't get to show a man's mom who's the boss because you're not the boss. And when you try to be the boss, he will grow resentment to you. How dare you feel like you can compare? You don't even know the relationship. See, that's where you're going to mess up. You do not want to show who the boss is. You don't want to do that. That's not your cup of tea, nor should it be. Your cup of tea is being you. Guys, like I said, if you want to call in, hit the link. Oh, Pia, I see you, Pia. I'm going to get you in a second. Let's go. As you're done would say. That's right. Baseball cap, you're done. See, I got my merch. You already know what the deal is. My Sick of You merch. It's over there somewhere. Pia.
Hey,
Pia, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Where are you calling from?
All the way from Norway.
Norway.
Yeah.
Love a little Norway. And how old are you?
25.
Fantastic. All right, what you got for us?
Okay, I have a dilemma.
You have a dilemma.
So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I recently started to talk with my ex, or he reached out, and we've been talking for a couple of weeks. So it's a distance thing within Norway. And then at the same time, I'm also talking with a new guy. He's also distant outside of Norway. And yeah, we've talked for a year, recently met, but now again he's moving further away from, like, we're gonna get a bigger gap of the
Who's
distance.
moving further away?
The other guy.
You've been talking to him for how long?
About a year.
About a year. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the problem is, like, on paper, both of them is like my type, you can say. The only thing that's like making me unsure is like the bigger of a distance I'm gonna get with the other guy.
The what you're gonna
And
get with him? The what?
the bigger distance, because he is gonna move to the other side of the, like, abroad, another continent, you can say.
Okay.
But both of them, I've like talked with them, both of them, and both are like, yeah, they're interested in like having a future and potentially settle down. Yeah, the only issue is like the first guy I told you about, the ex. He's good on paper. The only issue is like I can't see myself. I don't know. He's like the second best option, and the first option is the guy moving abroad.
Who's the first option?
Is it clear, or
Who's the first option?
the guy the one who's not ex?
Your ex?
No, not the ex. The other guy.
The other guy.
So yeah.
All right. How old is? All right. So what's the issue you're having? You don't know who to choose?
Exactly.
Hold on a second. You dated a guy. Let me just go back along. You dated a guy. You broke up. Who broke up with who?
Actually, it was a common agreement
All right. Whatever. How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
2,
Three.
3 years ago.
Mm.
Okay. So can you just speak up a little bit, Pia? I can barely hear you. I can kind of hear you, but
Of
just a little
course,
more.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so it was 3 years ago. All right. Anyway, you broke up. Something happened. Now, why is he back in? And do you not want him? Yes or no?
Like, I don't know how to explain. I can see myself with him,
What's the
but
issue?
it's I think that
What's the issue?
attraction is maybe not there.
It sounds to me like he's become a placeholder in your dating life. Sounds. And the reason I say that is because you already dated him, he came back into your life, and you're still prioritizing somebody else over him.
Mm.
I mean, the facts just there. That's what I'm saying to you, right? Like, if I were to look at my life or anybody's life objectively, you'd say, okay, you used to date him, he came back into your life, you started seeing somebody else, you wanted to prioritize somebody else over the guy you already know that well. Meaning, you might like his attention, you might like all these things, but you don't really want him as much as you want him. That's what I hear.
Ouch. Yeah.
I don't know.
Might.
I could be wrong. You could say,
Yeah.
no, Ben, you're wrong. And I'd say, okay, maybe. But that's just what you're telling me.
I can accept the perspective.
Okay. Now, do you accept that to be more true than not?
What do you mean?
Do you accept my perspective to be more
Yeah.
true than not true?
Yeah, more true. I can accept it. Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine, right? But let's just get to the reality of the fact is that maybe you don't really like your ex like that. You might be keeping him around because it might be a perceived option in your head, but not a real option because you really don't, you like somebody else more than you like him.
Yeah, I feel very guilty actually.
Well, listen, it happens. You know, worse things could have happened. I wouldn't stress over that. I would stress over the fact the guy you actually really like is not going to be around you. He's moving. He's leaving. That's going to create a friction point. Now, how long you been seeing that guy?
Talking for a year.
1 year. How often do you see him?
Not often.
How often?
I
How
mean,
much do you see him?
twice. I've seen him twice, you can say,
Twice in how long?
in this year. But constant communication, of course.
Are you trolling me?
No,
You've seen the dude that you're talking about that you really like that you're putting over your ex twice in a year?
yes, but it's distance, though I mentioned earlier.
How old is he?
29?
Girl, you see him twice in a year.
Mm,
What are you doing with that? Where's that going? Long distance, twice in a year? When did he move?
no, it's always been like that.
It's always been long distance.
Yeah.
Did you go to
And
him when you saw him?
sorry,
Did you go to him when you saw him?
both met at another place.
You met at another
So
place,
yeah,
somewhere in between.
somewhere in between.
I don't even want to ask if intimacy was involved.
Sorry?
I don't even want to ask if intimacy is involved.
No, actually, no. No.
Okay, good. I didn't want to ask that. But here's the thing. You only seen him twice in a year. Why haven't you seen each other more?
I don't know.
How often do you talk to this man?
We talk recently daily on the phone, but prior to this, it was just texting.
See, I don't love long
I know.
distance. How far is he away from you? I don't like long distance at all because of this problem.
I
You get
think
this
it's
little
like it
pen
will get.
pal stuff, behavior, where you don't actually see the person. It's always, oh, we'll keep in touch, we'll keep in touch. I don't like that. And I don't like you giving him priority number one over the guy that's consistent with you. I bet your ex-boyfriend's there waiting. He's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, damn it. All right. Well, listen, you willing to move for this new guy?
If it's I mean, if I have a ring on my finger, I can move.
How? You've only seen him twice in a year. Where's the ring coming from?
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Say, oh, she's my wife. I saw her twice this year. That's fantastic.
No, of course not. Like,
Barely
visit.
intentional, in my opinion. Barely interested. Now, yes, he might text you a lot,
Risky.
but why is... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, interest comes from one main place. Not texting. Not even calls, really. I can get the call thing. Okay, fine, you're at long distance. But why isn't there a plan to see each other? That's the main question. Why hasn't he tried to close that gap? A year? Twice? Ain't no way. Let me tell you something right now. Ain't no way. I'm a dude right now. Ain't no way I'm letting the girl that I really like and I want to potentially do the next phase of my life with, I'm going to see her twice in a year. What do I look like out here? What kind of dude would I be? I'm going to see her twice in a year? No, I'm seeing everything else by me. It's called cookie credit. I'm seeing other girls around me too. And yes, I'll still talk to her. Because in case the moment happens where I go to see her, she comes to see me, okay, fantastic. But that's why I don't like this long distance stuff, especially one where I see somebody twice in a year. So my point is this: you weren't really. So what I hear from you is that I don't really hear you liking your ex like that. I think you keep him around as a backup plan.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know. It depends. Do you disagree?
I mean, I don't disagree.
Well, there you go. So you agree.
I think it's very brutal to agree at the same time. So
It's brutal to agree because, yes, sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it does hurt. I agree. But you're really craving this one dude. And if this one dude doesn't happen, then maybe you'll give your ex a shot. Again. That's unfair to him, but guess who it's more unfair to? Well, it's obvious. You.
mm,
So rather be unfair to him, of course, which we're all concerned about him. We're all concerned about your ex. But why don't you be more fair to yourself? What are you going to say? Okay, no, this guy's not going to work. Or I don't know if this one's going to work, so I'm going to keep this one on a plate hot stove. He might cook up a little bit. See if it works out. Listen, your situation is not unique. Many people have gone through this. So I want to say that right now. This is not a blame to you. This happens. It's your feelings. I'm not here to demonize your feelings. No, of course not. I'm here to help you navigate them because maybe you need a little bit of clarity. Maybe you need to say, you know what? Maybe my ex is not really what I am. Maybe I'm just keeping him around for attention.
yeah.
And if you want some with this guy, say, hey, listen, when are we actually going to see each other? And if he says to you, I'm just really busy. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it pans out. You have a problem on your hands. If you
So
say,
what like I need to set it clear, like
well, hold on a second. Have you guys asked to see each other?
yes.
When was that?
You mean last time?
No, this time.
Oh, next time? No, nothing planned.
Right. When was the last time you saw him?
A couple of months ago.
What month?
I mean, February, March.
March. How long did you guys see each other for?
Weekend.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? If you ask him and you say, hey, listen, we need to close this gap. Like, if we really want something here, if we really like each other, then, like, why can't we see each other more? We should be seeing each other more. And if he says, let me get back. I don't know. I gotta see. I don't know if I got time. Listen, there's a roundabout. He can go around. He can say, I don't know. He's not that ready in making this thing work.
Yeah.
If he says, this weekend I want to come see you. Boom. Okay.
Mm.
You maybe have something to work with. But the point is, I don't like the whole 2 times in 1 year. That's unexplainable.
Valid.
Especially at your phase. You're 29, right?
No, I'm 25.
He's 29. You're 25. Sorry.
Exactly.
Okay. I understand, right? But to me right now, seeing somebody twice in a year is really like, it's like you're
Wasting
dealing with a
time, right?
wizard, It's like you're dealing with a wizard. Somebody that comes in and out, you don't know what they're going to do next. What kind of trick they got? I mean, you don't even know the guy that well. You know him digitally. You know who he is when he wants to present himself in a way, but you haven't seen enough about him. So, to me, unless you're willing to call that out and close that gap, I don't really see anything significant happening. And that needs to close. Because let me tell you something right now. You were wasting a lot of time going back and forth in a long-distance situationship that really was never anything, and he's out here pounding town Emma and Louisa and Tanya on the weekend.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, we know. You might not know, but we know.
Okay, yeah.
We
That's
definitely
valid.
know.
It's valid.
Oh, we definitely know.
Okay.
But that's what I would say. I would really call that out, Pia.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to say, hey, listen, are we, I like
Gotcha.
talking to you like this, but you don't understand how many times I've seen women go down this lane of talking to dudes for 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, even 3. Back and forth, doors open, but no, don't really want to see them like that.
Yeah.
So I would get to that conclusion sooner than later,
got you. Think I have a clear answer.
All right. Shout out to Pia. Shout out to Pia. Shout out to Pia. We got Pia in the place. Pia in the place. Pia in the place. Shout out to Pia. Listen, they may be conservative, but 2 times in a single year, I mean, you're out of your mind. Yeah, there are cultural norms. I know many cultural norms. I understand. But that's not a norm. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't care where the hell on earth you are. It ain't a norm to see somebody twice a year and think it's all swiddly diddly. It's all copacetic. Doesn't everybody have a good time? We can see each other twice a year. No, he's banging down all the way to downtown Chinatown and back uptown Emma, Teresa, and Louisa. Throwing Tammy in there too. And if you don't think so, we've lost our freaking mind. We've lost our scrumptiddlyumptious mind. I've had enough. Of course he is. So, okay, you're not willing to close the gap. Got to close that gap. All right. Well, guys, this was a great live. Thank you very much for joining tonight. It was, what the hell? Yeah, there we go. It was a great live. Thank you guys for calling in, being a part of the show. This is the first of many. I'm going to do at least 3 of these a week. I'm going to try to do Monday, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. I got to figure that out. Shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to all 200 something of you that went here, 300, whatever it was. My first YouTube one. I pushed TikTok off tonight because of this. So, shout out to you. Thank you guys for being a part of this, coming to the chat. Now, I don't know how the experience was, by the way. The experience is obviously very different on your end on TikTok than it was here, I'm sure. As long as my mic worked, you could hear people calling in, and you can comment in the chat. That's good. I know it's not as mobile friendly as TikTok. I get it. But I want to move myself over to something a little bit bigger that I can use my long form for something, because I do like these. I love calling shows. I can elaborate. We can go into context. But I need to do a little more YouTube. You know how it goes. Yes, much better. All right, y'all. Glad you guys were here. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get one. Hold on. Hello? 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 All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. And I'll see you guys Monday evening. Monday evening, I think I'm going to do 9 p.m. Monday evening, 9 p.m., I'm going to do a stream here. YouTube. Your mic could be turned up if that's an option. Really? How about that? How about that turn up? Is that turned up for you? You tell me. Is this too much? Too little? Somebody said my mic could be turned up. This is pretty high. I don't know if you, or maybe do I need to speak up? Sound is good for you. All right. Well, this is a little too much, I think, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys hear better. Is this better? You can hear me better like this? Yeah? All right. I guess. I don't know. Some people, yeah, it's turned up, all right. But I think it's a little too loud, no? Okay, it's better like this. All right. So I guess we're going to stick with this for the moment. Loud and clear. Let's get to it. Guys, I want to tell you something. Thank you guys for joining my first call-in show here. By the way, I will not forget this show. I will not forget you guys that showed up. I will not forget the show, because this show is the start of something new for me. And I'm going to double down on this. Just like I did when I opened my TikTok, I doubled down on it. I'm going to double and quadruple down on this. So I appreciate you being here on the first one, because there's going to be many, many, many more, many numbers more. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being part of the stream. And thank you for supporting this, because, it's only up from here. Just in general, it's only up from here. And that's the mindset of everybody that I think makes shit happen, is that it's only up from here. Sometimes you need to start somewhere. You need to make something happen. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Let me go on something right now. Let me take this off. It doesn't matter what you do. You need to say, listen, I'm going to make the shit happen. I don't care let's just make it work. Let's just try it. Try some new shit. Try some shit you haven't done before. You need to make things work because sometimes things are new. They get yes, of course they get scary. Of course they say, oh, it's too much, it's too less. It ain't. Sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. We need to do it. Sometimes you got to go in on you. The best investment you're ever going to make is on you. Take away everything else. Whether it's with dating or any other aspect of your life, your professional context, your professional aspect of your life, your relationships, everything else. The best investment is within you. And sometimes you just got to say, go in on it. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Get to it. Take a move. Take a step. Make an action. Anything. Any one of those things will do. Because you just sit on the ace ain't going to do nothing. You better start to say, I got to adjust here because this shit ain't working. I need to try something new. Take the step. All right. Appreciate y'all. Much love to you guys. Thank you guys for commenting and being part of here. I see you guys in the chat. Yatsu, Heather, Mary, shout out to you. Silva, Suzanne, Natalie, Rose, Bean, Beanie Bean, Swan, hit him. Boop. Teresa, I use that name a lot of my stuff. Oh, shout out to Austin. All right, beat retarded. Let's get to it. All right, gal. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and I will see you Monday evening. 9 p.m. I will set it up in here so that you can see that there's a live stream that's about to happen, and you're going to see. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.